What up, LK Mafia? It's your boy Artofkickz, and just like that, we back with another one. Alright, y'all, so we got a video by Slap Ham, man. Shout out to Slap Ham. Y'all make sure y'all go check out this man's channel. He got a video here titled Must See Ghost Sightings Captured in Ireland. I don't know what to expect, so we just gonna dive right into this thing. Y'all boys and girls ready? I'm ready. Let's go.
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slap Ham. Today we're looking at some Irish ghost sightings. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy content, just like this. According to Tom O'Flynn, ghost sightings are a regular occurrence in his workplace. This might lead you to think that Tom works in an old building with lots of stories. Actually, he's the owner of Tolleson Service Station, an ordinary store and gas station in Cork. One morning, Tom came into the store and found a package of snacks on the ground. He didn't think much of it until he saw that a fruit bowl had also been overturned and knocked to the ground. This prompted him to check the CCTV cameras. These showed footage of items being pushed over and flung around the store late at night after closing.
What did that for?
The footage found its way to the internet, where amateur ghost hunters have been trying to come up with theories about the strange happenings.
Yeah, he got those.
Footage down, you can indeed see that the object falls to the ground by itself. As it's after hours, it's clear that there's no one around to cause such a strange event.
He got ghosts.
What did move this object?
Look at that. That's ghost. Well, I don't know. That one kind of looked like it was sitting on the edge.
About a week later, different cameras showed a possible explanation.
What?
While the clip is dark and grainy, some viewers believe it shows a shadowy figure.
Where?
The footage does distort in a strange way, pulsing in and out.
It does.
But it's hardly conclusive. Seeing the events from this new angle, viewers are convinced that a dark, shadowy woman caused the strange events.
Where? Who? I
Tom
don't see her.
isn't quite sure about the ghostly woman supposedly showing up in the video.
Do y'all see her? I don't see her.
However, he notes that his store is positioned between two funeral homes.
Wow.
Anything's possible, including a recently deceased spirit.
Wait a minute. His store is positioned between two funeral homes? Why they gotta have two? One's not enough? Oh, heck.
Looking for a midnight snack.
A midnight snack? Ghosts eat? I didn't know they'd be eating.
Now,
Why? Why would they eat? They don't eat ghost food? Why would they eat our food? It's just gonna be transparent in their belly. I'm so confused.
wanted to let you know, due to overwhelming demand, we're re-releasing our Halloween t-shirt from last year.
Nice.
It's available in the merch shelf just down below there, and there's a link in the description box.
Oh, I like it.
So get in quick before Halloween disappears like the ghoul that's under your bed.
I wish my birthday wasn't on Halloween. Because I don't want to do Halloween themed stuff on my birthday every year. I really don't. I'll just pass this year. No birthday.
This historical photo from Getty appears normal at first glance.
It does seem normal, except for the chick in the middle. Wait a minute. I might have seen this, but I'm not sure.
However, a viewer with personal ties to one of the figures in the photo noticed something that led to one of the creepiest ghost sightings in Ireland. The photo in question was taken over 100 years ago. It shows several young women who worked in a linen factory. They're posed with their arms crossed, wearing the traditional garments that such factory workers regularly donned a century ago. The photo was published to an Irish website as part of a gallery of old photos. A woman named Linda commented on the photo, stating that one of the girls was her grandmother, Ellen Donnelly. Her father has the same photo in his home, and the family's been speculating about it for years.
Why? It's a nice
What
photo.
has the family so interested in this photo? If you look closely at Linda's grandmother on the far right in the second row down, On the girl's shoulder, just in front of her, you might notice something odd. An unexplained hand gripping at her right shoulder. There's no one on her left who the hand could belong to, and all of the other girls have their arms tightly crossed.
That's weird, man.
The fingers on the hand seem to be digging into the woman's shoulder, so she certainly would have noticed if it had have been a human hand.
That's weird.
Some believe the hand is a trick of the light or something amiss in the way the woman's dress is lying.
Nah.
However, others are convinced that this is evidence of a century-old ghost.
Possibly. Ew. Alright, soon as I noticed that, this picture, nope, can't be in my house no more. I don't want it. Nope, you can have it. Put it in a museum somewhere, let people come visit it so everybody get to see this picture. I don't care if it is my grandma in that picture. It ain't gonna be in my house. Nope.
An Irish mum named Jerry Moran decided to enjoy a sunny day by taking her 2 children for a walk near an old out-of-service train track in Derry. During the walk, she snapped a cute...
Derry, ain't that the place where the movie, It took place?
...photo of her daughter waving to the camera while her other child heads in...
Hey, you better watch out, bro. There's a ghost walking in front of you.
...to a darker wooded area. No one noticed anything amiss and the family had a nice time on their hike.
Good for them.
However, when they returned home and Jerry looked at the photo, she was shocked by something eerie. When they returned home and Jerry looked at the photo, she was shocked by something eerie. Just beyond her son, you can see what appears at first to be a grey blur.
Nah, at first, when you look from the bottom going up, and then when you go up to the top, you see a head. It's like a woman with an old style hat on her head.
On closer inspection, the blur takes the form of a man walking past the tree.
Or man.
He appears to be wearing the uniform of a soldier and looked straight into the camera at the moment the picture was taken.
He was like, smile.
According to a local historian, the area where the photo was taken was full of British soldiers during World War I because of its proximity to the country's border. In fact, a famous soldier and poet, Francis Ledwig, frequented the area during the war, writing many poems about its beauty. He was an officer, so perhaps he returned after death to the place he loved during life.
Yo, these are some nice photos, bro. I like this one especially. Hold on. That one right there. The bokeh, like, it makes me want an old camera.
He was an officer, so perhaps he returned after death to the place
he slick, look like somebody I know.
He loved during life.
Jonathan.
Regardless of who the soldier was, this Irish mum might hesitate before taking her children for more walks along the abandoned railway.
For real.
Laura Clark of Belfast is no stranger to bizarre ghost sightings. Ever since her father Terry passed away shortly before the birth of her youngest son, strange things have been happening in her mother's house. The family regularly spots strange shadows and inexplicable reflections in the house. In addition, numerous children who live in or visit the house regularly talk about a man in the attic that no one seems to be able to explain. To make matters even more frightening, Laura's sister used to talk about the same man in the attic when she was young, but has never mentioned it to the children. Recently, Laura's mum hosted a Day of the Dead party so the family could gather to remember their lost loved ones, including Terry. They took numerous photos while the family was gathered to commemorate the event. The party went on without a hitch. However, when they reviewed the photos later, they noticed something eerie. In one photo, Laura is holding her young son. The photo caught her eye because there's an eerie third arm in the shot, and her son seems to have 3 legs.
I think I know what happened. I would want to know a little bit more about this camera because what I'm thinking happened is someone took this photo long exposure. So when you take a photo long exposure, it allows for movements to appear in camera. Like if you ever seen people take pictures of cars at night while they're moving, and you can see the streaks of light, on the road from the photo. That's long exposure. I used to be a photographer, So her arm and his leg being placed a certain type of way when the picture or the image was first snapped, and then the woman repositioned her arm to another place, as well as the kid's leg doing the same, and it just kind of blended those two shots together. If this wasn't a camera where long exposure is a setting you can do, then it's a strong possibility that this just kind of happened long exposure style, but it didn't really blend in the way that a long exposure photo would.
All of the limbs are clearly in focus, much to the chagrin of naysayers who believe that the bizarre effect was captured because Laura and her son moved when the photo was taken.
Yeah, duh.
Plus, Laura states that her son was talking about his grandfather when they took the photo. Could this photo be evidence that Terry was in fact with them on this day, the Day of the Dead?
I doubt it. Oh, well, maybe.
While home alone in her Cork residence, Ashley Murphy was terrified to be at the centre of numerous eerie events. However, not all of the tens of thousands of viewers who have watched this video believe her claims.
Really?
The video was taken in Ashley's kitchen. Things start to go awry when a lampshade suddenly begins to shake and spin in a bizarre fashion. There's no one anywhere near the lamp when it happens. Then the doors on the room's cupboards begin opening and closing seemingly on their own.
I wonder how I can explain this. I don't see no strings or nothing nowhere.
Ashley insists they were home alone when the strange events unfolded.
Look at that chandelier going.
Some who have seen the video believe that the entire thing was orchestrated using clear string manipulated by someone just out of sight.
I don't see nobody.
However, others are convinced that it is the work of a playful poltergeist.
That's what
So
I'm
what
saying.
do you think? Hoax or genuine haunting?
I think that might be a playful little poltergeist. That's what I think.
Love to hear your opinions on this strange piece of footage in the comments section below.
Bow.
When Bethany Harvey opened her Snapchat app to take a cute photo of herself with her nephew, she was rudely interrupted by her sister.
I seriously wish that I closed this door behind me, because it's a dark, long hallway to my right. And I'm just trying to make sure nobody peeking their head around that corner. Note to self, always close the door and lock it.
Who decided to pop into the photo as well.
Who's that? Who's that back there? Don't play. Y'all know who that is.
Well, without thinking much of it, Bethany posted the photo and captioned it, "Photobombed." Little did she know that she had also been photobombed by someone other than her sister. It wasn't until later in the day that Bethany noticed something amiss. A friend came to visit her and pointed out something truly bizarre in the photo. What appears to be a girl or woman in a purple dress. The figure seems to be sitting in a chair behind the girls with her hands folded neatly in her lap. Because of the positioning of the people in the photo, we're unable to see the figure's face. However, the rest of its body is crystal clear. Bethany was shocked when she noticed the woman in the purple dress. According to her, there was no one else in the house besides her, her sister, and her nephew.
No way.
The figure appears so close to them that there's no way someone could have snuck in without them noticing. The family has no idea who the woman could be, but her appearance certainly has them spooked. Investigators Island visited the supposedly haunted Sharon Rectory house in Donegal. They were hoping for some creepy ghost sightings. They were not disappointed. The building has seen numerous paranormal events in the past. Visitors and locals claim to see various ghosts walking the halls throughout the day and night. A woman who once lived in the house with her family published a book detailing the terror of living there, with stories of numerous physical attacks by what she thought to be demons. According to a history of the place, it was the site of a gruesome double murder that could be the cause of the terrifying supernatural events. When the paranormal investigators began their evening, they set up a camera at the base of a staircase. They placed a ball at the top, hoping to capture ghostly activity. The ghosts obliged. In the eerie footage, we can see the ball suddenly being pushed down the stairs.
Oh yeah. No, that was pushed.
However, when you slow it down, there's clearly no one near it. According to the investigators, this staircase was the site of several other strange events that night. One person who attended the investigation collapsed on the stairs. Another claimed she felt someone trying to push her down them.
Oh nah, what is that? I ain't new. I wouldn't go there. Shit, I'd be dang if I get pushed by a ghost. Fuck.
In this famously haunted location, there's no telling what could happen. If these investigators are correct, there's certainly something sinister happening at the Sharon Rectory house.
Bloop, 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 bloop. Nah.
If you love ghost sightings and just can't get...
shout out to Slap Ham. This was a fascinating video. I love that I was able to see a bunch of clips and imagery of stories that I've never heard before. Over here got me looking over my shoulders. Shout out to Slap Ham. Make sure if y'all haven't already to subscribe to him. Y'all, it's time for me to go. So y'all know what time it is. Like this reaction, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more. As always, the link to the video is gonna be down in the description box below. If you haven't already, make sure you follow your boy right here on the gram and Twitter at Artofkickz. Next one.